My partner wants to keep our baby, but I'm giving it up for adoption.
Oh my God.
That's wow.
This is
Seems like a heavy story.
yeah.
It's a heavy story. I don't want to read it. My boyfriend, male, 34, and I were together for almost 3 years, but it wasn't a good relationship. It got very bad, and I finally found the courage to leave him a few months ago. By the way, this comes from Youth Row RA Elizabeth on the ROK Storytime subreddit. So, of course, afterwards, I found out I was pregnant. We didn't plan this. We always use contraceptives. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I really don't want kids either, and I'm definitely not in a situation to have one right now. So for me, the decision to give the baby up was made quickly, though with a lot of thought. I'm not saying this is easy. My ex and his family, however, hate me for it. I told them if they want to keep it, they can, but I won't be involved unless it's child support or something. Though I'm still studying and work part-time, so it's not a lot. But that's not enough. My ex wants us to get back together and be a family. His parents want me to keep their grandbaby and raise it. They want me to stop my studies and focus on being a mom. They're like, become a good woman and do woman motherly things.
It's your only path in life.
Yeah. Neither him or his parents are in a good place to raise a baby either, so that's why they need me. They call me a monster and so much worse. And the only reason he's wanting to get back together is because they had a baby.
Yeah.
The relationship was
It was
bad,
already-
and she said
yeah.
it got really bad, and that she's so happy to be out of it.
And to have this like measure of they want this control back because you have a kid.
Yeah. I'm exhausted. I don't know what to do with it. If I block them, I get visits telling me I just can't cut them off when I'm carrying their child, grandchild, so on. Other family members get involved. I got blasted on Facebook, though I wanted to keep the situation as private as possible. It always blows my mind in these stories that people are just like posting the most personal family drama
on
over Facebook.
What?
I'm so tired. I just want all of this to be over with. What can I do to make this situation work somehow? Update. Any thoughts so far before this update?
I think that, I don't know, it's tricky. I think that you maybe need to go through some sort of legal route of saying like, hey, I need, I don't know if you could get a restraining order or something, or
it's his child.
Yeah.
I don't know the legality of this. I'll just preface this whole story with that.
Yeah, but I think that at the end of the day, you just like, if you do not want to keep this child, if you want to put it up for adoption, that is, or give the child to your ex or something, that you do not have to stay with this child if that is not what you want.
It seems like OP is willing to give the child or give the family full custody of the child, but doesn't want to be involved.
Yeah,
and it
which
seems
is
like
that's your
they're
choice.
not accepting that.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like, who cares what they think?
Yeah, at that point, like,
block them.
I think they will take the child. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that OP was saying that they're not in a position to take care of it. So if you're saying you could have the child, but here's my line, I'm not going to be in the child's life other than child support, I wonder if they would take the child.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, update. Thank you for all the overwhelming amount of replies. That's a fun question mark. I appreciate it more than I could put into words. I've ripped off the Band-Aid and blocked them all, as well as taken a step back from social media. I called my mom and asked them if I could come home for a while.
Aww.
We called for such a long time. I told her everything. We both were crying. She told me she was worried even before all this. I hadn't realized how little contact we had while he and I were together. At a decent time, I'll contact school and look into attorney options, as well as figure out what I will do with this pregnancy. Can you legally block? I mean, like...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
Can you block forms of communication off with the father if he's
I think
wanting?
Until the baby is born.
Interesting.
I don't know the legality.
Do you know anything around that, Keon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so reality unclear, everyone.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I could, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, OP, at a decent time, I'll contact school and look into attorney options, as well as figure out what I will do with this pregnancy. Now, I just really need some sleep. I'll probably book a hotel. My parents offered to pay. Great. until I could go home to them. Thank you all so much. Truly, we have another update. We're just going to go right into it. I'm really sorry for posting here again. People were asking for an update, and I thought I'd do it like this. I hope that's okay. I can delete if not. Sorry again. A lot of apologies. Most important things first. I'm all right. I'm at home with my parents, who are the most wonderful people in the world. I'm very lucky, and I'm still pregnant. I know a lot of people were recommending A, and it's something I thought about a lot even when I had just found out. But I was in state that it has been banned, terrified of the possible repercussions, retaliation by my ex and his family, and so on. I'm sticking with my plan for adoption, and please respect that. Again,
this is your choice, and no one else gets to make it for you.
well, actually, I don't know. With the legality of, like, can she put it for adoption if the
they
father is claiming?
Unless the father can, prove that he is able to support this kid legally, I think that's when she could put it up for adoption.
Don't get me wrong. I know everyone was saying it with my well-being in mind, and I'm incredibly grateful. I've never felt so supported in my life. After my first post, I blocked my ex and his family. I closed my social media accounts, though I did explain to some people close to me what was going on. My ex and his family didn't take that well, which I guess. After blocking them all, I somehow got more calls and messages than ever through all different kinds of media and numbers I didn't even know. Per your advice, I kept it all. Yeah, I don't know if the best situation was to block them. Obviously,
they were harassing OP.
Yeah, but
I think it's like you have to go through maybe some legal thing where
Yeah.
you're not directly talking to them, but there
I
is
think-
still some kind of moderation or like
yeah, I think so too. I think the issue with
or mitigation.
the blocking for the benefit, I just don't think it would benefit OP, because if you're being blocked and someone has
Mhm.
your child, I think you're going to do anything possible to
Yeah.
get in contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly it was them trying to make me feel guilty about not being a mom. They're quite traditional, that I can't just cut them off because I carry this baby and so on. They said they were worried and I should go to them so we could figure this out. Sometimes it was things that didn't make any sense, which made me wonder what my ex was telling them. Like that I chose to get pregnant and want to give it up as some vengeance towards my ex. How do you choose to get pregnant? That I drink, I don't, and so on. When I gave them nothing, it got less kind. Even talking about what happened if I terminated this pregnancy. I don't know if he went to my place because I was not there. I've been holding strong and not giving him any reply, though it's exhausting. I genuinely consider just giving in because I didn't have a fight left in me.
Oh,
I flew home, though, and my parents have been a great help. They support my choice, though I could see it hurts them. It hurts me too, but it's the right one. My parents are helping with the attorney side of things, so I don't have to do it alone, and it's given me some comfort knowing for a fact I could sign away my parental rights regardless of what they do, how selfish that may be.
it's not selfish at all.
Wait, so it seems like the attorneys are saying OP can give away their parental rights regardless of what her boyfriend's family does.
Yeah,
But does that mean what happens with his parental rights?
he would still have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the parental rights until he gives them up. And so she's saying that this is an option where they can't force me to keep, to take care of this child. I can give up my parental rights and they can do whatever they want at that point.
Yeah, it seems like at this point,
I think the safest option is, if she can afford it, is to just talk to a lawyer.
yeah, but that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's in the midst of talking to the lawyer, and that seems like the best option right now. I don't think they'll end up doing much. I haven't heard his family in a few days, plus the last message I got from my ex, he kind of apologized. Said he panicked. We've been through a lot with the breakup, and me going for adoption was too much, but that he gets it and that adoption probably is the best choice. I haven't replied because I worried it's just to get a response, but I do hope it's true. If you like truth, you can join us live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch every weekday at 3 p.m. PST. Just tap our profile. We're going to just go into the update. Also, his sister has been continuously kind. She has a different mindset. That's great. That's where we're at, I guess. I'd probably go home again in a few weeks, if only for my studies. But being here and being able to catch my breath is a lifesaver. I really want to say thank you to you all, and sorry again for bothering you with
Not bothering.
all this. You're not bothering anyone.
You're not bothering. I think it's just like, because it seems like from your story, you have this mindset that your ex and his family are telling you of, oh, well, you need to be a mother. It's selfish if you're not. And that's not true.
Yeah.
You do not owe them anything. And if you think that you cannot care for this baby and you don't want to, then you don't have any, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can put it up for adoption. And if your ex wants to contest, then he can take that baby.
Yeah. That's what it's looking like legally. But I'm glad, OP, that you've been like hard
holding
boundaries
fast.
around like your no's and your yeses.
Agreed.
I'm glad that like attorneys are getting involved and that we're going from there. But yeah, tricky situation. And then it just
Hard
obviously
situation.
so hard for the, your ex's family to just be messaging you all these things, especially with like wild accusations in there.
But that's the end of that story.